Okay. Okay. So you are finding it interesting, or am I getting bored? You are getting bored with the lecture?
No, ma'am, it's interesting.
Yeah, environmental is interesting, okay, because these are all your in your daily basis. You are seeing all these things, okay.
Ma'am,
Yeah. Hey.
uh, can you share me? Can you share the PDF that you are which are teaching after the class so that we can
Oh,
study now?
this notes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it is. You will find it in the ERP. It is already uploaded.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Okay, okay, okay.
Mm. And yeah, this one I have shared with you the this one no PDF syllabus I have shared, no. So their book names are given, okay. But then also
Mm-mm.
I the book which I am using, you if you can want you can buy that one also, but that is not mentioned in your syllabus. So I am writing in the chat box, okay, the name of the book
Okay.
I am writing,
Mm.
so you can buy this one also.
Okay.
Wait, I am writing it down. See, in your chat box. This is your volume 1, okay. Here you will find the module 1. Module 1, everything in this book. Also, you will find that air pollution and all these things you will find, okay. And one more book is there. So, since previous semesters we are having both your module 1 and module 2 as a different semester subject. So, we use two books, but might be the books which are given in your new syllabus, it might have both. Okay, so you just see when you go to the shop, you see if both sewage and raw water supply engineering it is present in one book. Okay, if it is present in one book, then you can buy that one, because so buying two books it will be costly also. So you just check in your syllabus the books you try to find, or else you can find this one also, water supply engineering volume 1, and volume 2 is also there. That is something like sewage, I guess, about sewage. The name was something sewage and something like that, I forgot. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, we were talking about institutional and commercial water demand. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you have written up to point 3. Now write down point 4. 4 you write down, public and civil use. I have started early, so I will leave you 10, 20, 15 minutes before, okay? Okay, so public and civil use. Public and civil use, can you tell me what are the things that is public and what civil use demand? What is public water demand? Okay, it's written here only now. Okay, okay, everyone knows. Okay, public and civil use is your The water, no, that you are while you are going to parks, you have seen some fountains. You have seen fountains, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that fountain water, then many other things for your giving water to your gardens. All those things are your then you're cleaning the road with water. So all those things are your for your public demand. Okay, we need the water for your public use, public or you can say civil use. So that is your public demand. And what is the amount? It is your 10 LPCD, very low, less, okay, not much. This is your 10 LPCD. Write it down. For public and civil use, the per capita consumption, it is your 10 LPCD. Next is your fire demand. As I was talking about that time, that we need water for fire also. Fire also has a water demand. Okay, because this already discussed that if a fire breaks out and if there is no water stored for fire demand, then what will happen? It will create havoc in the area, isn't it? Everything will burn. So you can say we have taken as a preventive measure. We always store water for your fire, for emergency situation. Okay, emergency fire, sudden fire breakout, we always store some water for that purpose. So that is your fire demand. And what is the amount it is written here? It's not written, just I will give you one line. Fire demand, there is one amount. Okay, just wait. Okay, write the amount. Okay, for fire demand, you write down the total amount of water consumption, the total amount of water consumption is 1 LPCD. 1 LPCD. I am audible? Am I audible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have written 1 LPCD?
Ma'am, can you repeat again?
Yeah, sure. The total amount of water consumption is 1 LPCD. 1 LPCD. So fire demand amount is 1 LPCD. Okay. Now, for finding out, the rate of water for fire demand, there are certain formulas. Okay. The rate of fire demand we can find out by using certain formulas. Wait, I will show you another, this one. Can you see? Okay, it's a photo. Okay, so just see this one. Can you see my cursor?
Yes, ma'am.
You can see my cursor, right? Okay. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see here, this is now this sentence you see, the rate of fire demand, okay, it can be worked out on certain empirical formulas. Okay, so we can find out how much water it should be, we have to store, we have to design. Okay, for while designing a water supply system, how much water should we consider for fire demand, we can find that by certain empirical formulas. Okay, So number 1 is your Quichling's formula. You can write it down. Number 1 is your Quichling's formula. I hope it is clear. Quichling's formula, then you write down this formula. Q is equal to 3182 root over P.
Point
The three, not 3
3.128 or
point,
comma?
it is, no, it's comma, 3182.
Okay.
3182 root over P, where your Q is amount of water in liters per minute. And P is equal to population in thousands. Population in thousands. Okay, now here I will tell you one thing. You have written up to here? Yeah, if you screenshot also, that's okay. Okay, if you, it's up to you. Okay, I am telling to write down because I think that will make you interest. Okay, it will be interesting if you write down some formulas. Okay, so if you take screenshot, you are just watching and it might be boring, so I am telling to write down, so that when you in the next class, when you open the copy, you can just see that, oh yes, yeah, last class we have studied this one, so it is related to this. Okay, that's why I am telling to write down. Just write down the formula and this, where Q is equal to amount of water required in liters per minute. So now I will just show you one thing here. This P you have seen, population in thousands. Okay, what does this mean? I will tell you now this way. Whiteboard is not here. This way, I will show you. Can you see a whiteboard here, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
We can see a whiteboard.
Yeah. I will show you something. Okay. See, it was, you have written the formula, right? So it was given that P is equal to, it is very big. Just wait. How to rub? Okay. So it was given your P is equal to population in thousands. Okay. So what does that mean is that if suppose population is 1 lakh, okay, can you see? It's very writing it badly, but just try to understand. Okay. So population, suppose it is given as your 1 lakh. Okay. So what will you do? It is written that population is in thousands. So you have to divide the population by 1000. Okay. What was the formula? 3182, right? Root over P. Quichling's formula was suppose a question is given to you that find the rate of fire demand whose population is 1 lakh, okay, 1 lakh, and your find out the by using Quichling's formula. So you know the formula, it is 3182, okay, divided 3182 root over p. So p population is given is 1 lakh, okay, but what we know in that formula, p is your population in thousands. So whatever population it is given, you will have to divide it by 1000, okay. So what will you get here? You will get how much? It will be your 100. Understood? Did you understood
Yes,
what
ma'am.
I told? So there in that formula, now you, if it is tell to find in the question the using Quichling's formula, you have to find the rate of fire demand whose population is 1 lakh. So you population first you have to divide it by 1000, and then in the formula you will have to write, okay, like it was how much, 3182 root over p, right? So 3182 is root over 100. Did you understand? Whatever value you will get, so that is your rate of fire demand. Okay, and the answer it will be in what? What will be the answer? What will be the sorry, what it is called? Notation. What it will be the notation? Q is in liters per minute. Yes, you understood this one, right? I am rubbing it down. Okay. I hope I am clear. I am back with my this one, okay? See, you have understood this one, right? Please answer me. Otherwise,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. So you are clear.
Okay.
Okay. So Q is your whatever answer you will get. No, the answer will be in liters per minute. Okay. Next is your Freeman's formula. Freeman's formula, you can write it down. Just write down the formula. Other things is not needed. Just write down the formula because the notations are same. Q and P is same for every formula. Okay, just write down the formula. Freeman formula. Then third is your National Board of Fire under Writer's formula. So according to your National Board of Fire under Writer's formula, so there are two parts. Okay, so there are two parts, like for a central congested high valued city, okay, the city where it is very centrally congested, okay, it has very high population. So what is the population? So when the population it is less than or equal to 2 lakhs, so this formula it will be used, okay. When the population it is less than or equal to 2 lakhs, the formula will be this one, National Board of Fire under Writer's formula. Okay, the formula will be this one, but the condition is what? The population it should be less than or equal to 2 lakhs. Okay, but suppose if the population is more than 2 lakhs, so what will happen? A provision for 54,600 liters per minute. The value is given, okay. If it is the population is more than 2 lakhs, 54,600 liters per minute. That is Q is your 54,600 liters per minute, and plus, okay, plus a provision is also made for your fire demand. Okay, because suppose a fire broke out, okay, might be after some time again a second fire also breaks out, okay, and the population is more, isn't it? Since it is more than 2 lakh population, so already a provision of 54,600 liters per minute water is already stored. But suppose a second fire also breaks out, then what will happen? That water is finished, no? 54,600 liter it will finish. So there is also some additional provision of water, it is also kept for a second fire. Okay, so here 9,100 to 36,400 liters per minute. Okay, this much of water it is also stored for a second fire. Did you understand? If population is less than 2 lakhs, this formula, using this formula you will find out the value of Q, and if it is more than 2 lakhs, this value, okay, plus additional provision of 9,100 to 36,400 liters per minute of water is also stored for a second fire. So this is all about your National Board of Fire under Writer's formula. Okay, so have you if you have written, then it's fine. Okay, then next is your, again under this National Board of Fire only, then for a residential city, okay, like you are staying in your place, there's a residential city, so for there also some, no, for some buildings are very high, 3-story buildings are there, okay, some type houses are there. For all those purposes different water quantities are mentioned. Okay, so for, it is written here, for small or low buildings the rate of fire demand is taken as 2200 liters per minute. Okay, then for larger or higher buildings the rate is taken as 4500 liters per minute. Then for high value residences, apartments or tenements, the amount is taken to be 7650 to 13,500 liters per minute. Okay, and for your 3-story buildings, it is taken up to 27,000 liters per minute. Okay, all these things, if you don't write now also, you will find it out. But these things I think I have not provided in the your ERP. Okay, so better if you write down quickly or you take screenshot. Okay, so this is all about your National Board of Fire under Writer's formula. Last we have one formula, it is your Buston's formula. Buston's formula, this is your formula. Okay, Q is equal to 5,663 root over P, where P and Q, it is same. Okay, P is your population in thousands and Q is your what? Amount of water in liters per minute. So these are the 4 formulas. Any doubt? This will be more clear to you when numerical problems you will solve. Okay, so these formulas, it will be helpful while you solve your numerical problems regarding your fire demand. Okay, so you have to know the formulas. Better you do one thing, you take one screenshot right now. Okay, screenshot you take now, and after the class when you are free you write it down in your copy. Okay, so that will be more time saving, I guess. Am I clear up to here now, or any doubt is there? This is all about your formulas. Okay, I think it's easy, you can understand. Okay, we what are all these formulas for? These formulas are to calculate the rate of fire demand. Okay, So how much water you should design, how much water you should design for a fire demand, how much water is required. So that much amount of water, whatever value of Q you will get using while solving this equation, that Q value you will have to store for your fire demand. Okay, so that is all about these formulas. Okay, can I back? Can I close it down? You have taken screenshot or you have written now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I will back.
Okay, I will back.
Uh, okay. So fire demand in the ERP you will find it like this. Okay. So I have shown you in details. So next is your waste and theft. Waste and theft. Can you tell me what are waste and theft? What does this mean? Waste and theft. Anyone? Why should be there some demand, water demand for waste and theft?
Ma'am,
Huh?
I think waste and theft means the water, like in some of the pipes,
Mm,
there might be some leakage, right? Like
mm,
when we
mm,
close the tap,
mm,
some droplets are falling down. I think that is
yes,
what we are
very
talking
good.
about.
Very good. I'm impressed. Okay, so I'm very really impressed. Okay, waste and theft is your. I will show you one picture. Just wait. I will show you one picture. See this picture. Are you getting it now? What is waste and theft? This pipe you are seeing. What is happening here? Leakage, isn't it? Some leakage is there. So that is your waste. Okay. And what is theft? जहाँ पानी कम होता है
I see
लोग
no
वहां
picture.
जाके क्या करता है, चोरी करता है पानी का.
Ma'am, cannot see the picture.
You cannot see. Can you see the PPT?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Or you can see the PPT?
We cannot see.
Oh,
We
why
can see only blank.
it's blank?
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know why it's blank. I'm sharing the screen. Okay, but no problem. As Hoketo already said, okay. So waste and theft is what? Sometimes now you can see my this one. Are you seeing it now? Means the
Yes, ma'am.
PDF you are seeing. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So waste and theft, it is basically what? Sometimes in your you can see some pipes. Okay, there is some, what happens, leakage is there. Okay, and sometimes what happens, some people they steal water. Okay, they steal water. जहाँ पे पानी नहीं होता है वहाँ पे चोरी होता है. ठीक है, there is one thing. So some people steal water because they don't have much water. Okay, they steal from some pipes. Okay, so that is your waste and theft, and we should also consider that thing while you design a water supply scheme. Okay, so these losses, these are not much. Okay, so the amount is taken to be, this one is the value. Okay, the per capita consumption for waste and theft, it is taken to be 55 LPCD. Okay, everyone. So this is all about your water demand. So can we just recall once what are the water demands? You will tell me. One student will tell me. One demand. Hello. Number one is what?
Domestic water demand.
Very good. Next one, another student.
Industrial
waste
water demand.
Very good.
demand,
Number three.
institutional and commercial waste water demand,
Very good. Number four.
Public and civil use.
Yes. Number five.
Fire demand
Okay.
Fire
Number
demand.
six.
and theft.
Okay, I will tell number six. Waste
Waste
and
and theft.
theft. Okay. So you have remembered, right? So like this, actually, if we study, we remember. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So waste and theft is done. So we are done with the water demand. Okay. So let us now learn one term that is also being used. Okay. This is your per capita demand, denoted by small q. Per capita demand. Per capita, I have already told you, right? What is per capita? Per capita means per person. Okay. So it is written here, you see, it is the annual average amount of daily water required by one person and includes the domestic use, industrial and commercial use, public use, waste, theft, etc. The same thing as I already told, right? I have given the example of Hokkaido, that how much water Hokkaido is using in a day. Okay, that is your per capita demand. Okay, how much Hokkaido demand? It is your per capita demand. Did you understand? So now also we have a formula for this. Okay, the formula is this one: total yearly water requirement of the city in liters. Okay, since we want this in sorry, this is total yearly. Okay, the formula is the total yearly is given, no, but we want it in day. So what will we do? We will divide it by 365. Okay, if we divide it by 365, we will get the per capita in day. Okay, so and also we have to multiply it by your design population. How much population, for how much population we have to design the water supply scheme. So this formula is your per capita demand in liters per day per head, or LPCD. This term and LPCD, it is same. Okay, liters per day per head, or LPCD, or liters per capita per day. All these things are same. Don't get confused. Okay. So this formula you can write it down. Okay. And per capita demand, it is denoted by your small q. So let us learn about the factors. Okay. Just let me see if you can tell me. Okay. So per capita demand, you have understood that how much water one person uses in one day. So can you tell me what can be the factors affecting per capita demand? What can be the factors that affects per capita demand by your own idea? Okay, I'm not asking you any engineering definition and all. I'm just asking you one general idea. What can be the factors that affect per capita demand?
Season.
Yes, season. Good. Season will be, yes, climatic conditions, obviously it will affect. Then more. Will there be size of the city will affect? Size of the city will affect or not? Suppose it is a big city, so and it is a village. So big city people, obviously their population is more, isn't it? You see here. Okay, I'm showing you. the size of the city. Okay, so for towns, obviously water consumption it will be more, and for a village the water consumption will be less. Yes, because their population is less. Obviously that will affect. So number 1 point is your size of the city. Okay, so next is your presence of industries. Obviously if there is industry, Guwahati, there are more industries than in a village. So presence of industries also we use water, so obviously this will affect. Yes, so next is the climatic conditions. Who told me about this season? Hokkaido, I guess, na? Okay, can you tell me how climatic conditions affect?
I think like because in summer we use
Yes, absolutely correct. Absolutely, you are correct. In summer, we take 3, 4, 5 times bathing. Yes, and we drink lots of water. And in winter, what happens? You people will better know. Do you take do you take bath 3, 4 times in winter? Huh? You don't take bath, isn't it? In winter, 3, 4 times. Obviously, you don't bath. So in winter, the use of your water it is less. Okay, and in summer, people use lots of water. So that will affect. Next is your quality of water. Suppose you are getting a very safe, potable water. So obviously, people will consume more water, and if the quality of water is not good, people will obviously they will not use that water, isn't it? So next is your pressure in the distribution system. So this one obviously will come in later, but then also suppose if the pressure in the distribution pipes is high, okay, so and sufficient to make the water that it will reach at the third or fourth story, so water consumption it will be definitely be more. Okay, so if the pressure in the distribution pipe it is more, then the water it will go to the third, fourth, fifth story easily. So obviously people will use more water, and if the pressure in the distribution system or in the pipes it is less, so people will not get water much and they will not use it. Okay, so next is your what it is written here, efficiency of water works administration. Leaks in water mains and services and unauthorized use of water can be kept to a minimum by surveys. Okay, so also you can say this your system of supply also you can say. Okay, like we have two systems of supply. One is your intermittent supply and the other one is your continuous supply. Okay, what happens in intermittent supply, the water in some places you can see this. Okay, that the water comes at a certain time. Suppose at 12 p.m. or in the morning at 8 a.m. Water will come. So what people do, they all gather and they wait that the water will come at this time. Okay, so that is your intermittent system. And continuous system is what, that water is available 24 hours a day. Okay, so if water is means available 24 hours a day, people waste water, isn't it? And also in intermittent system also, suppose आज टेप खोल के रखा, पानी आएगा, चलो मैं जाती हूँ, पानी तो आएगा ही अपने आप. Huh? So what happens at that time if you are not present and you have opened the tap and the water is wasted? Okay, there is no one to close it. So that will also affect. Okay, so that is your system of supply. Okay, then cost of water is also there. If suppose the water rates are high, so lesser quantity it will be consumed by the people, and if the water rates are low, so people will consume more water. Okay, so next is your policy of metering and charging method. So this one I don't know where it is done or used or not. Suppose if we use a meter, like you pay for electricity bill, okay, the same way you pay for electricity bill, if we uh, no we use a metering system, okay, for water, so you have to give the water tax, okay, to government. So what will happen? So people will think that since we are paying water, sorry, we are paying tax for the water, the government, so we should be careful while using the water. We should not waste. Okay, so people will be more careful while using the water if we use metering system. Okay, so that is said here. Okay, that water tax is charged in two different ways, on the basis of meter reading and on the basis of certain fixed monthly rate. When जब पैसे की बात आता है तो सब लोग क्या हो जाता है, कंफ्यूज हो जाता है. Okay, so this is all about your factors affecting per capita demand. Did you understand, everyone? I am trying to explain it to you in the easiest way. Is this clear up to here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, very
Yes.
good. You will find all these things in the ERP, okay? Next, what is the time? 10:41. Okay. Okay, I think we should stop here because I have already started at 10. So the meeting will again it will end at 50 minutes. So it is already 40 minutes. So let me take the attendance, okay? Once again, I will just say the present ones. You just see. If any one more student is present, then you tell me at the end, okay? Who is present? Just wait. Roll number 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay, present name you say. Roll number 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Roll number 2. Deepak.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 3. Arbisha. Why Arbisha is not present while I am taking the roll number? Roll number 4. Okay, roll number 7. Roll number 8. 9. 11.
Yes, ma'am.
11.
Present, ma'am.
11. Sanen. Sanen is present.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 12.
Present, ma'am.
13.
Yes, ma'am.
14.
Present, ma'am. Ma'am,
20.
14 present.
Okay. 20.
Ma'am,
21.
19 is present.
19.
18, ma'am.
19 is present for the second class. Okay?
Yes, ma'am, 19 is present.
Yes, for the second class, I am giving you the attendance. First class, you were absent. Okay, then roll number 20,
Present, ma'am.
21, 21 present.
21 present.
Wapang Lemba.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then 22,
Yes, ma'am.
23,
Yes, ma'am.
24,
Yes, ma'am.
25,
Yes, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
28,
Yes, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30,
Present, ma'am.
32,
Present, ma'am.
33,
Yes, ma'am.
40, 40, 41, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Am I audible? Am I audible, students? Hello? Am I audible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then what happened? All these
Yes,
people
ma'am.
are absent.
Oh, ma'am.
Ma'am, 40. Ma'am, 40 is present.
Then shall okay,
18.
present.
Can you please start from 40, ma'am?
Uh-huh.
18.
18. 18 is present for the second class, okay?
Ma'am, 41.
41. Okay, 41 present. 43,
35. Yes, ma'am. 43 present.
44,
Yes, ma'am.
45, 45 absent. 46,
Yes, ma'am.
47.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anyone else?
T.
35
Huh.
is present.
I can't hear you. Who? Roll number?
4040.
35.
40. Okay, Bemishal, I have given present. Then next,
35.
35. Pronoy, second present for the second class. Okay. Then
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 23.
23. 23 is present. I have given. Okay, so these people, they are not present in the second class. Okay, Arbisha is present, I guess. Where she went? Okay, Arbisha, I'm giving absent. Okay, because she is not responding now. Then roll number 4 is absent. 5, 6, 7, 9.
7 present.
7 present. Okay. 9.
Ma'am,
Yes.
9 present.
9 present.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. 10, 15, 16, 17. Then 27, 31, 34, 36, 37, 38, 39, 42, 48. Oh, sorry, 42. Then 45 is absent. 48, 49, 50. Okay, these are absent. And those who are second for present for the second class is your roll number 18, 19, 35.